back to Disco Elysium. Last time, well, we just did a couple of side quests. We basically were henchmen. Now we're going to complete some of those side quests we were supposed to do. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably should talk to him. You know what? Before any of this, I'm probably going to tell we did the thing. Wait, can I just tell him? Come on.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
My hell, the collection. Killed the hangman.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Yes, his mug collection certainly represented antique. See how we're all busy concentrating on the racism? That's what the ruling class wants. Yeah, it was just fun. Can't be that bad. Yeah, that's social.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Alright. I guess we'll go now. Just get up there, talk to him. Alright, he's gonna move fast now. Alright, made it. Let's talk to him.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
It wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is going to start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is going to be good.
There was a collection there. You said the lynching was ready to strike how?
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Huh. Well, that would actually make them want to fight back.
You mean our victim?
Well, the guy was wearing armor.
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
Huh. How'd they get the guy? Guess they probably got him all...
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
Alright.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa. You name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Pineapple?
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
That's... Oh my god, that's actually... Oh man, your stuff must be falling around everywhere when they move you. They move the container?
Yes. I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
That's probably because of how much weight you have on there.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Alright, so we got 2 more out there.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Right, okay, so kinda don't care he's dead, but kinda still need to bring in the people who killed him. they'll kind of have to do that.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
Right. He ignores him.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly.
Alright, we need to talk to them.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Okay, so where can we find them? We gotta talk to them.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Alright.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Right. So they got another week still.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
We probably shouldn't, especially if what they're saying is right about that guy. But, let's find out more facts.
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martin A's boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Alright.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
Alright. You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Alright. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
Okay.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry.
Well, I mean, they should get those footwear. I would think they need them.
These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
That does sound quite unlikely, yes. The big guy leading the scabs at the gate is colossal.
Huh.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
Tell me more about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
7. Wasn't there 8 boots in the mud? Alright, so that means there was them and one other person.
Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
So, okay, that's an 8th member right there.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martin A's and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Where can I find them? The Union booth in the Whirling was empty.
You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're going to show up in full force tomorrow.
Alright.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
In the future, I could use your backing. Can you ask the Hardy boys to cooperate?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this. See what he has to say.
Right.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Why are you giving me this? I want you to... Okay.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
Good boy, a real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
I don't know what's going on with this. I'm just taking the cash just so I can pay off the thing. Good talk. Let's continue.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And, of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yeah.
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left, so you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
You take care of me. I'm the hustler. I grind. I'm money engineer. That's me. I'm more left than you are. It's another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. My heart tells me to do. Which one? Which one? Trust me. Yeah, I'm going to tell what my heart tells me to do.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
Alright, let's see what it
And
is.
what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
He studies Everett.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
Is that the... Oh yeah, he's got the eyeball going the other way. What is it?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're going to get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Oh, roller skates are awesome.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is it? Where is this place
On
exactly?
the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
What will happen to the occupants?
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Fine. If I happen to be there, I'll ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here,
He hands you an open white envelope.
you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning.
Alright.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
Alright. What's in that container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbour. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There was something special about it. It was attached to the Cavillos crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Alright. I'm gonna leave then. Got in? And nope. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so we are getting a lot of these things going on. Hey, what's this? Wait, don't we have the... Okay, there. No wonder. Oh. Cool. I didn't know what I was going to do with that, but I got that. Half-light, electromagnetic. Cool. Some more interfacing, and this is more half-light. I want more. Get in there. I'm going to punch you. Oh, this is good. Getting those gloves will definitely help me out later. That's interesting. Oh, I probably should put away those things. Alright. What is this?
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since...
Alright, remove my hat.
You're back before the cargo container. Its
Still
draw
gotta
has
be
not lessened
damn near
since you
impossible.
last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I get 4. Hot damn, impossible. I would literally have to roll an 8. That's 2 6s to actually get in. Just gonna leave it be for now. We'll come back to that later. Also put my hat back on. The reaction speed is really useful, even if I lose logic or rhetoric. Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, we got a lot of stuff going here. But now we have to get... We got this guy going. We could talk to him about this, but let's leave him be for now. I wanted to talk to this guy.
Looking for something? It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races.
He spits on the
Not
ground.
the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge, you know. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Someone has to be unpopular. Oh, so your situation makes sense.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that.
Okay. Alright, I already made up my mind. You want to hear it?
Oh?
I think I can get down with racing. Yeah, I'm not down with this. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Okay, sure, whatever. I'd rather talk about something else.
Don't push your luck, runt.
He gives you a disgusted look, then turns his attention elsewhere, ignoring your presence.
Looking for something, runt?
What are
Come
you
to tell me
hauling?
to fuck off again? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
What kind of car are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples.
Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions?
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to... Apples. Fine.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Wait, is that the same thing as before? Let's try this again.
Oh, not much. Apples. Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
One moment. This is rhetoric.
Looking for something odd? Oh, not much anymore. Apples.
Oh.
Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Alright, that's it. I'm getting kind of annoyed by that. I kind of want to figure out what's going on with this. Level up.
Looking for something odd? Oh, not much. Apples.
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Sounds like a cover story to me.
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges.
He loses his patience for explaining
Oh,
it.
I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular, picked apples.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of him on this. He's put up the wall of racism.
Yeah, you said something about the rights and privilege of rollermen. What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
So, I take it you're not smuggling drugs out. Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets, right?
He eyes you warily, unsure how to respond. This goes on for about 2 seconds. Then,
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
And what are you still hanging around here for? Most other communals have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
there was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it.
Ah,
Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
bad for him, I guess.
It's a fucking travesty, is what it is.
If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Who's that?
He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling his employer stuff. Stuff he stole after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry.
Where do I find him?
Just follow the smell. It smells like apricot and oil when you're nearby.
The lorryman lets out a raspy croak on his own sense of humor.
Yes. Where is he?
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad. Sealang's usually a little bit south of here, near the canal. You can't miss him. Just watch yourselves. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, all right. 100%.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Guess we're paying the Sealong a visit then.
Guess so.
He grins contented with himself. Alright, let's go. Alright, so now we're getting more information on what's going on. Where can I find... Okay, that teenagers, reality down. You add more beauty to the wall. Restore down, find booze and drink it. The jam mystery. Try the drivers about the smuggling. Alright. Well, I guess I'll ask him about it.
Hello again, my man. What's on your
Man
mind?
who knows about drugs. Don't... The way you say that just makes me feel like an ass. So I ain't gonna say that. Damn! Let's go down lower. What do you have to say?
You see a samurai. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
He makes both hands into finger pistols and fires a few finger bullets into the air. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his communist kingdom with an air of
You
satisfaction.
like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back on the pile of
Don't be
boxes.
distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Alright, let's see if we can do this.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember?
Critical success. Hey, you seem like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local...
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
It's an investment in me, a highly experienced human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane. What do you spend? It's an investment in the good relations. Gotta prime that pump, man.
Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth?
10 real.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
Yeah, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
We're looking for a lorry driver who is transporting drugs out of the harbor. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
But you are a lorryman. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
I'm siding with this guy on
So
this
you
one.
admit you're a lorry driver?
So you admit you're...
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
So you are embarrassed to tell me.
No, I just forgot. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Stop squirming. What do you know about the drug operations?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd, you know, the drug crowd.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd. He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
Wasn't some drug crowd. You know who they're. I mean, wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is... Okay. If you don't know, then I'll tell your employer we've been stealing his stuff.
No use. He's not telling us. He's too afraid. We need to take him to my station and ask him there. After we've called his boss.
Okay, look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I spent 15 years working my way up.
Hey, buddy, Singh. Help us out. No one will know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Is the lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out, strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
Alright.
Could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
Alright, let's leave now. Alright. We should probably go and do something about that. There's one thing I want to know. Well, what's this? Sure, great. Okay. I want to see if I can at least pay off some of the stuff I have from the whirling gigs. Or do I have to pay all of it? I probably have to pay all of it, but I'm going to pay off as much as I can. Whoa! Stop.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I saw that thing at the whirling gigs. So about the money I owe you.
Yes. Have you got it?
Can I pay with this check?
You must be joking, right? You come here, trash everything, and now you try to pay with a novelty check? This isn't a game show. I'm not going to accept it. You owe me cold, hard money. I want to see that money in the palm of my hand. Every single cent.
You can cash it in at the local frit near the harbor gates, though it might not be enough to cover it.
How much do I owe
A
you?
lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
Got
Like
it.
what? I was
Goodbye. Alright. We just gotta get 100. Let's see, where can I get the...
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says,
Can I still use the tear machine?
Welcome to Frit.
what's that magazine she's reading?
Sweet, I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not
Hey.
really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but,
I need to exchange this novelty check for cash.
wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
It looks like she's seen it before. It sits under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, you don't work for the union. The union works for you by supplying you with cash. Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
No, let's not do that. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in? Does Finn have a warehouse? No, let's leave it at that. Alright, got that going. He wants me to full thing, and I've almost halfway there. Let's see if I can go talk to the pawn shop and pawn off some other items. Have let's see. Oh, that's out of the way. Let's see.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Something I like to
Sure.
sell.
Let me have a look.
Check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Pawn that. I kind of want to keep this, and I kind of also want to keep that. So don't have anything else to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
I'll take care of that. And I can't sell him clothes, so that's something. Alright, I guess we're gonna see if we can talk to that weird lady. Huh. Alright, I guess that's it for now. Let's get all the way over here. Alright. I guess this will be it for now. Thank you for everyone who watches. I'll continue making out more videos of Disco Elysium. Please drop a comment if how you like it. If you want to do this more shorter episodes or longer episodes. And just drop a like. Have a good night, everybody.